Microphone on, that should be us ready to go. I'll turn it down a wee bit because last night's stream that I was doing on Twitch, I was awful loud. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome along to the second edition of the Ryan118 Celtic Watch Along. We're here for Celtic against Livingston in the Scottish Premiership this afternoon. Is Ryan doing his minute silence for DMX? Yes, I was right. That's exactly what it was. It's good to see you all. How are we all? Let us know. And as I say, how are you all? Obviously, I mean that is HOWE. That's the only way I would mean it. We're here to talk about the game, watch the game, be here after. Just give all our general opinions. I'm just going to quickly jump onto my phone to make sure everything looks okay, sounds okay, and all the rest of it. I know I can just ask you guys, but I like having the reassurance in mind. That looks okay. That looks decent. That looks decent. I also could maybe turn up my computer volume just a slight so that you can hear like the background of the game, but I don't know if I'll get done for that. So get your questions in. We're here for what is match day 34, the first game of the split. I'm going to take this off. John Kennedy's been interviewed now, and I should really be listening to what John Kennedy's saying and telling you what John Kennedy is saying. But at the end of the day, if you want to see that, then click on go and watch him. If you're here to watch me, you're here to hear me. That's pretty much about it. So, we're going to read out the team lineups very quickly before we go any further with giving my opinion and answering questions in the chat. If you are in the chat, get involved as much as possible throughout the stream. I'll try my best to get round every single question I can. Also, if you want to, make sure to hit like and subscribe. If you haven't watched here before, the subscription button would be of great use to you and me. Please press that if you haven't already. And finally, if you can, throughout any point in the stream and you want to be prioritised, if you're dying for an answer, then you can always super chat, donating money to help out the channel and to help out the growth and everything else. So you can donate some money and ask a question alongside that too. Now, as for the teams this afternoon, before I get into the chat, we'll start with Celtic. Celtic look to be going for a 4-2-3-1, and for the first time in so long, it looks as though we have natural right wingers and left wingers on the park. It goes as follows: Scott Bain, John Joe Kenny, Christopher Ayer, Stephen Welsh, and Diego it's Greg Taylor. Don't know why I'm saying Lax out. Greg Taylor. Midfield: Scott Brown, Callum McGregor, James Forrest, David Turnbull, and Mohamed El Yunusi. And up front is Odsonne Edouard. In my opinion, that could be the best 11 we've fielded all season. The only change that I would make a priority is Barkas coming in. A lot of people saying sorry, we'll talk about that during the game. I'll pin a comment in a moment to say no spoilers and all that. And then the starting 11 for Livingston today is Robbie McCrory, Nicky Devlin, Jack Fitzwater, John Guthrie, Jackson Longridge, Marvin Bartley, Jason Holt, Craig Sibbald, Scott Pittman, Alan Forrest, and J. Emmanuel Thomas. There is your teams for Celtic and Livingston this afternoon. I've not got a graphic on screen. I really should have worked on that. But it won't be a couple of weeks I'm doing this for anyway, because as I said, the only games that I'll not be doing watch-alongs for are the derbies, so we'll be missing next week out. I'm just going to quickly put in the chat something about just a pinned comment. Just very quickly. No spoilers on the game, please. And thank you. There we go. There's that. There, that's pretty much all that needs to be pinned. If I can just catch up with it, there we go. There's our pinned comment. We're ready to go. Oh man, how are we thinking, lads? How are we feeling for today? I think this is a game that Celtic should be comfortably winning, but Livingston have proved a difficult task all season. They've not been easy. In the last two games we played against them, we obviously drew, but now we've got our strongest team back in the field. We should... First donation of the day, Padraig. My man, Padraig McFadden, an absolute channel legend, donating €2, saying, did you know that 51% of you aren't subbed? You're missing out. And that's it. 51% of people who are watching the channel videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So let's get that. Let's please, if you can, subscribe to the channel. I hope you can't hear my earphones actually. Now that I think about it, because I've wanted to take them off my head. Thanks for drowning out Jerry McCulloch today, Ryan. Aaron, I would love to be able to do it on the stream. I'm sitting here in the Path to Paradise thinking to myself, why is it not me? This should be my job. Surely it's only a matter of time. No, I'm joking, but I would love it. I would absolutely love it. So get any questions in before the game kicks off. How's it going? I'm no bad, Ian. How's yourself? First game of the split indeed, Aiden. We need to win, in my opinion. A comfortable performance. It won't be comfortable, but let's hope that it is. Sets us up for the derby. Come on, Celtic. Let's see, Ryan, you're saying 2-1, Edward. I am saying 2-0 to Celtic. Mona Celtic says Atom, of course. 2-0 Celtic, says Chris Sutton. You're doing a good job here and on BT. Christ, thank you very much for subscribing though, Mr. Chris Sutton. Of course, I'm not expecting that to be the real Chris Sutton in case people think that I do think that. Cheeky £25 for Leeds win, not bad. And of course, here's the 2-minute silence that we're going to have to go through here for the late Prince Philip. So send in your questions. Ryan, you remind me of Mark Goldbridge. I have never been more honoured in my life. I just want to hear what they're saying. Oh, that's it started. The whistles went. Duncan McGregor, who have you got for the horses later? That's a good question, actually. That's a good way to start off the stream. Who have we got for the horses? So I've got quite a lot of bets on because I've got my mum and my dad's and my aunties as well. So the ones that I have on my horses are, I've got £5 each way on taking risks. He's my favourite, so I've went £5 each way on taking risks. I've also went for £1.25 each way on Potter's Corner and £2.50 each way on Mr. Malarkey. That is my 3 horses. Should Mikey Johnson get a couple of starts at left mid come the end of the season? I am not a Mikey Johnson fan. I've outlined that in the channel before. I just don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's as good as what he once could have been. I don't know. I just don't see it. So, I just see the boos ringing round in the chat. The huddle is underway. Honk. I'm looking forward to the Grand National. Of course, that's just after this game, so we'll have to get it done. We'll have to be done here quick and fast, so I can go and watch the horses. We'll try and get our our post-match review done and over with. Lads, if you are coming out, make sure to drop a like, make sure to share the stream out. We're currently on over 100 viewers, so thank you very much if you are coming along to watch this live watch along of the Celtic game today. It is much appreciated. Was there fireworks? I didn't have the earphones on, so I actually can't tell, to be quite honest, if there was fireworks. I don't even stay that far from Parkhead. I should be able to hear them. I'm Denniston, so I should be able to hear it. But anyway, how's your shouts for player and young player of the season, says Aidan. Well, I think that a lot of players are opting not to take the knee. Fair enough. It looks like the whole Celtic team actually is opting not to take the knee. Fair play. But for young player and player of the season, it's a conversational call. I think player of the season will end up being James Tavernier. Young player of the season, I think, should be David Turnbull. But we'll wait and see. But the game is underway, lads. If you're watching, welcome along. And of course, my priority is to watch the game. As a Celtic fan, I'll be trying to look over to the chat, but I will give you as much of an insight on the game as possible. If you aren't able to watch today, I'm as much of a commentary as I can. And we'll just have a bit of a laugh with it at the same time. So I hope there should be any delays for me this week because we're not Hez goaling it. Last week we had to Hez goal it because it was on Premier. So this week we're actually on the Path to Paradise. So I should be seeing things as they happen. I'm hoping that the chat doesn't spoil anything. And that is, of course, the top rule. Throw in for Livingston off the back of kickoff, and it's a decent enough delivery. Stephen Welsh in there to get rid of it. I'm looking for more of the same as last week in terms of that second half performance. What we got against Falkirk. We were really good in that second half. I thought the movement was great. And I think the movement was great at times in the first half as well. It really was. But, we just didn't have that end product second half. We managed to turn it on a bit more. We just looked a lot more confident when we did cross into that final third. We looked a little bit more. That's a poor pass from John Joe Kennedy. That's really poor. Good defending, though. He makes up for it. Yes, so I've got moderators in the chat, of course. Thank you very much. If the moderators can keep an eye on the chat as well, it would be fantastic just to keep things in order. You know what I mean? I'm new to these watch-alongs, of course. These are new. I feel like Goldbridge. I've been saying that. Goldbridge retweeted me the other day. That was scenes. Couldn't believe it. I was like, follow me. I would love to be able to just like hit Goldbridge up if we ever draw Man United in European competition. Like, hi, would you come on the channel? Please, because you will get me views. Surely they can have fans in for the Scottish Cup games now. They'll probably pass on that. I think that we'll see the remainder of the season played out without fans in Scotland, which is daft because we should be getting fans in as quickly as possible. But you look at England and you look at the FA Cup semi-final and you look at the FA Cup final and they're talking about having fans. I think there's meant to be 4,000 and 8,000 respectively at each FA Cup semi-final, and then they're talking about wanting 20-odd thousand at the final. So why can we not strive for that here? We're in a better position than England. Surely we should be able to get fans in. I would like us to get fans in, but we'll wait and see. Effie Ambrose, LSC, saying me is going to score the winner, Ryan. Effie, you're a hero, mate. The real Effie, anyway. But it would be great if there was Ryan or someone explain what happened there with the fireworks. Well, Paddy, what you see is someone put them on the ground and then they lit them and they went off. That's what. I think you could take a wild guess at what the fireworks were for. This channel will try and stray away from the politics. You know, I'll try my best to stray away from the politics as Celtic struggling to keep a hold of the ball at the start of this game, which is annoying. Just going to quickly check how many viewers. We're on 122 viewers. Thank you very much, lads. Of course, if you can, like and subscribe, donate if possible, and keep the channel going. I'm looking for a studio just now. I'd love to get a studio. I would love it. You know, I was talking fans of the semis and final, but it looks like the SFA are going to end up saying no. Yep, I just don't understand. The SFA, in that respect, are so backwards. As Livingston have a man down here, by the way. So backwards in that respect. Like, surely they should be looking to bring in some sort of financial support that they can get now with a limited amount of fans. In my eyes, they should be able to have social distance crowds as soon as now. You know, now that the vaccines are starting to roll out and now that England have taken the big step in saying there will be fans in this game, or whatever, then surely Scotland should be following suit. But of course, we know that the Scottish Government and the SFA won't work like that, I think, for now. I think they would want to be more safe around it, more make sure that there's the proper precautions in place and wait till the Euros. The season's kind of just ebbing its way out now, so we'll wait and see. What's my score predictions? As I said in the match preview and predictions video yesterday, I'm going to go for 2. Man, it's still down for Livingston here. Fuck me, get up. Fucking hell. I'm going 2-0. 2-0 Celtic is what I said. But, I mean, you know, it's just got all the makings of an absolute disaster now that we're coming towards the end of the season. We just want to kind of make it more miserable, don't we? We're saving our best for the Cup next week, lads. You know what? I'm doing the Glory Hunter save later. We'll see. I've got, of course, tonight, a big shout out to everybody watching right now. Please, please, I really much urge you, and I'm going to put this link in the chat. Could you take a look at Beans' Twitter tonight? Beans and Big Dom, I'll put it in the chat half time. Beans, Big Dom and such are doing a charity live stream which I'll be taking part in tonight on YouTube. I think it's running between 8 o'clock and midnight. The big night in, it's going to have names such as Chris McQueen on it, Paul Dock, Old Fun Facts will be on it, I'll be on it. There's a few other names as well, and it's just going to be just a wee chat, and it's for a charity, Tiny Changes, and it'll be a good night. So I'll be on that tonight. So please make sure to take a look at that. Go into my Twitter. If you go into my Twitter page at Ryan118, you'll see my retweets and the link and such for that. And G. Emmanuel Thomas here is dancing through the Celtic defence. Christopher Ayer steps in though, and now we have the chance to move up the Edward, man. Fucking hell. Big Jet here. He's trying. Big Jet's certainly trying, I'll tell you that. Wee James A. Forrest is that, and no, that's Greg Taylor. I'm useless at this. I want to be a commentator. You joking? I will be watching WrestleMania, yes. I will be a commentator, and I can't tell the difference between Forrest. They're not even playing the same side of the fucking park. Also, may I quickly add that in Spunkphone, of course, Spunkphone will be there, of course. Can I quickly add, every half an hour, the camera clicks off, just shouting me if I don't fix it in time, and I will fix it. I'm looking for a fix for it. But with DSLR cameras, you can't help it. It just happens. So I'm currently in the midst of just having to put up with that. As Celtic look to try and make something happen here. El Yunusi's fighting hard with the ball. Does okay there. I think that was Holt that came in and got rid of the ball. But we've got a throw in a decent enough area. Just verging into that final third now. Playing it short to Turnbull. Back out wide. Taylor. There's a man in the middle. Look in the middle of the park, man. Just put your head up. Kenny's came fucking tight in there. And he's got a perfect opportunity past him. And he's not. And they've sped up things quite well. Welsh moves it out wide. Kenny again. Edward keeps giving the ball away. I think he's gave the ball away once. Once, I think. Let's not over-exaggerate things. But I've only spotted it once. Maybe I wasn't looking when he done it again. Am I watching El Clasico? I probably won't. I'm not daft in Spanish football. That's it. Go on, Kenny, son. Too much on that. It's once again just a typical start to the game for Celtic. I feel like there's not been many games this season that in the first 10 minutes we've looked comfortable. I feel like, you know, after the 10-minute mark, say and then you get half an hour, 40 minutes into the game, you look good. Aye, that's really good for the big man. You know, you get 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the game, we look good. But the first 10 minutes, we're always a bit discombobulated, if you like. I'll use that word. We're always a bit rash. We're a bit sloppy. We give the ball away a lot. And I don't know if that's just the pressure of the teams defending us, but we're just very, very off the mark when it comes to the first 5-10 minutes of games, I think. This season, it's just been the story all over, whereas in the past few seasons, we've been very good at controlling the tempo in the game in the first 5-10 minutes. So this season, it's been one of the main issues, alongside the thousands of other main issues, to say the least. But aye, we've got the ball now. Cal McGregor, ambitious pass from him, but just as far as McCrory in goals. And it'll start again with Livingston. I just want us to win. Just want us to win. Like, if we win today, we secure second place, lads. Woo-hoo. I didn't think we were going to get second at one point. So it's good to see us secure second if we win today, to say the least. Ball upfield, only as far as John Joe Kenny and Scott Brown will come in. A lot of people questioning the whole Sorrow and Brown situation. I've got 3 horses on, Dan. Oh, there's an ambulance. I've got 3 horses on. I've got Potter's Corner, I've got Mr. Malarkey, and I've got another one. I think the other one's like 11-1. Can't remember its name now. Yeah, of course as well. This is the penultimate home game of the season. So this is the penultimate game that I will watch on the Path to Paradise this season. This beautiful coverage that we have had all season. This magical coverage that has been top class is about to come to an end. What an absolute shame, to say the least. What a shame. Corner for Celtic, by the way. David Turnbull playing it short to Edouard. Back to Turnbull. Nice ball. Forrest shoots, but Marvin Bartley's in the way there to make sure that nothing comes of it. Nice play from Celtic. And now Odsonne Edouard is tracking back with Bartley, as Livingston move forward. Alan Forrest up against John Joe Kenny. There's the camera away. Don't worry, I'll get it. John Joe Kenny gets rid of the ball to Christopher Ayer. And Christopher Ayer last week, out, and he's doing it here again. Look at him go. Look at Ayer with the ball last week. Was fantastic at moving forward with it. Brilliant last week. Kept raving about it on stream. Forrest moves it infield. Poor touch, man. Last week I was raving constantly on stream about Ayer moving forward with the ball, how good he was at carrying it. And we always rave about that. It's not a new fact about Ayer. We've always known that about Christopher Ayer, how good he is at carrying the ball. He's very resemblant of how Van Dijk used to do it at Celtic. But last week he was brilliant. It was fantastic, and I felt like he was a real threat moving forward with it. So I'm hoping to see that this week. El Yunusi try to take advantage of the defensive mishap there, but a free kick for Livingston. Why is Eddie defending? Well, he tracked back once. He's not defending. He's not actually sitting in centre half. Like, he's going to have to track back. There's a corner kick was taken. Like, Edouard's coming now back for it. He's not defending. He was tracking back from a corner. He's not been set out to defend. But when you take a corner and then a counter-attack starts, you've got to just do your best to track and follow a man. And he's done that with Bartley. So that's why he's moving forward. He's not defending. A fine line between defending and moving forward, or moving backwards, sorry, to track a man. That's a free kick to us, surely. Sean Dyche in the chat saying he should be the next Celtic manager. Right, Sean, how you doing? How many fags you smoked today? Mark McGonigal, I think you make a very good point there. When we do lose possession, we are a bit open in defence. I think that's actually a very keen observation. Nicely said. John Joe Kenny now moving down the right hand side. He has space looking for a pass. Bartley's on him. No one moving into that big gap ahead of him. No, Forrest is out wide with him on the right, but a little bit narrow. There's a big space in front of Kenny for players to move into, and it's a terrible ball there. Livingston getting the ball right back, but it's right back to us now. You'll get the team to play very, very good football. I can believe that, Sean. Brexit ball, 4-4-2. What we're wanting, Sean. Exactly what we're wanting. I'd love it. Forrest. Sorry, Kenny. Kenny on the right hand side. Forrest ahead of him. Pulls back. Moves it into the defence. Stephen Welsh. Good pass, Stevie. Good vision there. It wasn't that hard, to be honest. But it was nice, you know. Could have went a lot worse with Duffy in the ball. Here's El Yunusi cutting in a little bit. Go on, lads. Forrest on the edge. Just have to be patient against the likes of teams of Livingston. Nice, nice. This is really nice. Shoot, son. Oh, it's in. Oh, wait. Oh, it's offside. It's offside. Doesn't matter. The game's not on any channel, mate. It's you'll need to stream it, or I'm watching on the season ticket. I'm watching on the Path to Paradise. Oh, he's very narrowly offside, El Yunusi. It was a lovely finish as well by Forrest. I didn't even know, because I'm not wearing the earphones, I didn't hear the whistle go, so I didn't know he was off. It was a lovely finish though from Jamesy. Shame that El Yunusi was offside. Very tight. Very tight. We'd love to see some of the fringe and youth players coming in to see how they play. Yeah, Padraig, I would say that, yeah, so one conversation that we have to have, and a lot of people will be talking about, is of course Sorrow. And what happens with Sorrow now? Because Brown is getting played ahead of him, where Sorrow should probably be getting this time now at the end of the season to try and gel into the team and also kind of evaluate whether or not he's going to be a starting central midfielder next season, which I completely understand. I have accepted that's not going to happen. Brown will start every game now, between now and the end of the season, I reckon. I think every game, if not every game, maybe 1 or 2 will miss. And Sorrow will get a chance. But Brown is going to start these games. His Celtic career is coming to an end, and this is where, and I don't believe it should, but sentiment is going to come in the way of decision making. Sentiment will be at the top of the list. So yeah, Brown will be in from now to the end of the season. And look, Brown's not really put a foot wrong in the last few games, so to be fair to him, you know, he doesn't really deserve to be dropped, but sort of should be getting these chances. But well, there's Brown just put a foot wrong there. Fucking hell, shouldn't he? Terrible, Brown. God's sake. But yeah, we should be seeing, I think, some of the youth players, some of the fringe players getting a chance between now and the end of the season, so that we can evaluate them and see, so we know what we're getting. Like that, Brown knows he fucked up there. See it in his face. It was really poor from Brown in the sense he just took it. He was a bit too casual. He was a bit too confident there. And Longridge now going to take the throw in for Livingston. But yeah, it's just Ryan. What hair products do you use? How do I look? Do I look good today? They look good. I need to get a haircut. I need to get a new fresh fade. I need a fresh fade. I use Head and Shoulders shampoo and then Head and Shoulders conditioner while in the shower. And then I use a hairspray. I can't remember the name of it now. It's yellow. It's big and it's yellow. Sean Deitch, I'm a Manchester United fan, but you guys have the best atmosphere in Europe. Hopefully we'll see Celtic Champions League soon. Thank you very much, Mr. Deitch. I also like Manchester United, so thank you. And I do hope we play Man United soon. It's been too long as a guy who likes Manchester United. Hopefully capitalise on the fact City dropped points today. A good win for Leeds. I would love to see, Shockwave, I would love to see more of Kamara. I think Kamara deserves some chances now between the end of the season too, and that kind of comes back to that conversation we've just had in terms of fringe players and youth players. How many chances should we be giving out from now to the end of the season? Kamara is one of those guys that you would think deserves a chance between now and the end of the season. I think that the likes of Kamara, Aiden's just stole it from my mouth there, as I was about to say, I think the likes of Kamara probably need to be loaned out because they need football. We can't waste more time on them without giving them first team football. We're moving forward well here, by the way. Good, decent. Cleared away from Big Bartley again. Big Bartley's a unit, isn't he? He's a unit. He really does well. Ayer on the ball now, and we move it back to the defence. Stephen Welsh off to Brown. For God's sake, Kelly winning 2. Oh, fuck, I haven't even checked my coupon. So, what's everybody got in their coupons today? Obviously, bet responsibly. Do not bet underage. All that jazz, you know what I mean? Let's go and... How's my coupon doing? It's not even showing me scores. It's not even fucking showing me scores. I've got 4 teams on today. I took a couple of quid on it because I've saved I've used most of my money for the horses this week. So, fuck me. I've got Ross County on, so that's not good. I had a feeling Ross County would win the day. I've got Ross County, I've got Cardiff, QPR and Rafe Rovers. That is mine today. 3-0-0s and currently 2-1 to Kelly. Fuck me. Ryan, people ask stupid questions, don't they, fella? It's the nature of life, Stevie. It's the nature of life. A lot of stupid questions get asked. Obviously today, let's touch on it. No, John, good actually. You've asked it. John saying, is it just me that's losing hope on how? Don't lose hope. Get more hope. They were talking about it on the Path to Paradise. They were talking about it before the game. That indicates to me that it's happening. I have been very confident of it happening since it was all started. Like I've said in the channel, look, I think that it will be Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe will be the manager. And I think, this will all happen and we'll get these, and all these stories will come out, blah, blah. But surely, the Celtic media team and Celtic as a club would tell them not to talk about Eddie Howe if it wasn't happening. They're speaking about it in the Path to Paradise. That has got to be a good indication. I'm just going off logic here. They don't talk about it if it's not going to happen. If there's going to be impending disappointment for every Celtic fan that wants Eddie Howe, they're not going to talk about it in the Path to Paradise. Let's be real here. They would avoid it completely. They would avoid it. It would not be brought up at all. So to me, it indicates that I think it's done. I think it's going to happen. And I've been saying that on the channel. I've been confident of it happening. I've also, as you know, you have your sources, don't you? You know, we've all got our in the know sources. You know, I've heard things. Some things I can't say, but I'm confident it's how. I'm confident it's Eddie. I think Eddie will be through the door. Celtic looking to forge a bit of an attack here. What about Eddie and Palace? Like, see this Eddie and Palace stuff, of course it's got to go, but nothing's came out yet that Roy Hodgson's even leaving. I think Hodgson's still got a year left in his contract, and if he finishes the season strongly, he might not go. He might want to have one more season before he retires. Palace is a very attractive team, and no doubt about that. In terms of, you know, the money in the English Premier League and the fact that they've been a Premier League mainstay for the majority of the past decade, very attractive job. And the likes of Zaha and Eze being there makes it a job. But I think, look, listen, I think that it's very telling that they were talking about it before the game tonight or today. I think that it's very telling. So I'm confident Howe's coming through the door. Share my confidence, lads. And then be let down as equally as me when it doesn't happen. There he is, wee David Martindale on the touchline. Still 0-0 here, 18 minutes into the game. Not really any strong chances yet in the game for either side. Celtic have hit the back of the net. Hashtag 118 squad, Aaron, yes. Yeah, we've had the ball in the back of the net. We have scored, but it was offside. El Yunusi was offside before the goal went in. James Forrest with a strong finish, but of course still 0-0 in the game. To be fair, Palace actually have an atmosphere. They do, yeah. Palace probably one of the better atmospheres in the Premier League. Edouard on the turn, nice wee ball through. Just too much on it for El Yunusi. Hoopsman Ryan. Yeah, I'm telling you. I feel like my record on the channel has been pretty decent when it comes to, you know, transfer talks and all that, and who I think will happen, who I think won't happen. I think I've been okay with it. I'd have to go back and look. Of course, we make videos on players who haven't signed and all that, but I always give an opinion whether or not it's going to happen, and a lot of the time it's turned out quite good. I think. Just trying to think off the top of my head. Edouard's swap deal for Martial, I would welcome that. If we were, I mean, I doubt it, considering Martial's probably on about £150,000 a week, but I would, I'd love it. Do I think that Kennedy will stay? I don't think so. I think Kennedy and Strachan might be off. I think they might both be gone. Here's Jet moving forward. Who the fuck? What chat? Yeah, clown. I think they could be both off. From what I'm hearing, I think they could be off. I kind of want Kennedy to stay, but at the same time, I'm not going to cry about it. Like, if we're going to get change, we may as well embrace change. It's a long ball. McCrory's got to come out for that. We may as well embrace it. We may as well understand that the likes of Kennedy will move on. From what I'm hearing, I don't think Kennedy and Strachan will be here next season. I think they'll both be gone. And I think it's maybe for the best of Kennedy's career that he moves on if he wants to become a manager. He's not going to get the Celtic job. Fucking hell, Celtic. Jeez. Oh, fucking hell. Thought we gave away a penalty there. Iron Welsh sandwiching the big Jet. But the ball was won. It was clean enough. But just on first glance, I was like, oh dear. Because both of them go into Jet there. I'm like, oh my god. Shane Duffy's the best centre-half in Scotland. Christ, Duncan. Ryan, why aren't two either a pundit or a scout agent? What do you mean, Padraig? Did you mean you in there, Padraig? Padraig McFadden. Did you mean you in there? Eddie Howe will only come at the end of the season when it's his team. Yep, that's Edward. Yeah, I completely agree. The Howe announcement will be made at some point between now and the end of the season. Howe won't start until the season's over. I've been saying this, and people have been coming to the channel in the comments. Fucking hell, man. This set piece defending is still just honestly baffling. I know we've dealt with that in the end, but come on. Like, there's so much doubt there when the ball comes in, and now fucking Edouard's down injured. Oh my Christ. Look at this. The ball comes in. It goes through. I mean, all it takes is one Livingston player to be on the end of that. It goes through the whole defence. Christ. Yeah, I think Howe won't be announced. It won't start till the end of the season. I've been saying that. But people in the comment section, both Celtic and opposition fans, Rangers fans, etc., have been like, how's no happening? Shut up. You don't. I'm telling you. I've been confident the whole time. I'm confident it's going to happen. And that today, before the game, kind of made it more realistic in my eyes that it's going to happen. There's Brown talking to Strachan. Still looks as though he's not washed. So feel free to fire anything in. 22 minutes played here at Celtic Park. Yet to be entertained. I've just been talking shite because the game has gave us nothing to talk about. Like, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Edouard is looking a little bit jaded here. I think he's fine. He's moving up now. He's moving up. Luke O'Connell playing unreal, apparently. Yeah, Luke O'Connell's apparently been really good since moving to Queen's Park, so I've heard. And obviously today might be adding on to that. Not keeping up with it right now as we speak. Yeah, well, I would love to be a pundit, and not so much a scout or an agent. Not an agent or a scout. I couldn't be an agent. I couldn't be a scout either. I'm not that good. A pundit, yes. I love talking shite. Pundit and commentary. That's the two things. That's why I do this. You know. I'd love to be a pundit or a commentator. One of the two. Scout or agent? No, nah. Scouting would be fun. It would be, but it's really. I don't have the required skill set for that to be a scout. I really don't. I feel like I have a know-how of the game, of course, but not that strong. Not as strong as scout players. I mean, what level of scout are we talking? A good ball in for Celtic. What kind of level are we talking? You know what I mean? Pundit, yeah, definitely. Love talking shite. There'll be another delay in Eddie. How do you? Because you want his own management. Okay, yeah, well, as I said, I've heard things. I've got people, and as I'm saying, from my understanding right now, Kennedy and Strachan won't be here. But I'm never going to come out and say that's what's happening, because I'm not one of these in the know characters who pretend that knows what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Ultimately, I don't work at Celtic. I'm not the head writer of the Daily Mail. I would never go on Twitter and go, this is what's happening, because I don't know that. I have just taken, I've heard things, certain things that would indicate to me that how is happening and that Kennedy won't be here. But there is no guarantee on that. We'll wait and see how things unravel over time. From my understanding, that could happen. But I'm not an in the know character. I'm not setting up a Twitter account pretending that I've heard all these things. This is what I'm working off just now and what I am kind of believing in. But I would never say that that's it. I would never go out and say that is it. This is it. This is what's happening. You know what I mean? It's just, you've got to be realistic about things as well. Livingston's sharing a little bit of the ball just now, or seeing a little bit of the ball, I should say, as they look to move it around. Jason Holt on the ball here, looking for a pass. Man out wide for him. Sybil does move it out wide finally. Ball in for Livy, dealt with by Scott Brown and moved away. El Yunusi brings it down, as Celtic looking to start an attack of their own. They'll slow the pace down a little though. Sadly, got to be a bit faster. This is the same problem as I was watching Manchester United Thursday night against Granada. And United have got all the tools, all the quality to go out and attack these teams, play fast-paced football, and score goals. A lot of goals. They've got the quality, but they slow the tempo down too much. And Celtic have been too guilty of that this season. As we move forward here, good chance. McGregor's touch just a little bit off the mark, and it'll go out for a throw-in. It was nice stuff there. But, we kind of come in spurts. We go in little spurts of breaking out some pace. And it's not good enough. We need to keep a consistent tempo to the game, I think. Obviously, you can't play high tempo for 90 minutes, but you've got to take advantage of teams. And you've got to play some good stuff. You've got to up the tempo. That's what gets you the points in these games. And that's why Celtic have missed out, because we've not upped the tempo enough this season. All these tricky heads, of course. Hoopsman Ryan. Very well said, Sophie. Kenny moves it in. Here's Forrest now. Ball down the right hand side as we approach the final third. Out for a throw in to Celtic. Yeah, we're pedestrian. That's what I'd say, Daniel. A very good word to sum it up. We're very pedestrian. And that's been the story of this season. We have the tools. We have the players to up the tempo. And we've seen it. Some of our best goals this season have been when the tempo has been, upped. We've clicked. We've just moved up in a nice tempo. But we've been far too pedestrian for the majority of the season. And for the majority of games, for long stretches of the games. Either to stay or not, I don't think he will stay. I want him to stay. I don't think he will, though, Shea. Taylor brings it back. That was quite funny to watch, actually. Taylor now looking to just get a pass made in that final third. Turnbull moves it backwards. McGregor moves it over to Stephen Welsh. Switching from left to right here, Celtic. Just these openings being closed down very quickly by Livingston. Callum McGregor still going despite someone trying to bring him down. He's still going with the ball here into the box now. Edouard. That's a terrible pass from Edouard. Really poor. Really poor. I think he just scuffs at it a little too quickly. Don't think he thinks about it enough there. Turnbull's been quiet so far, I would say. I think we've been quiet altogether moving forward. We've not done anything. The ball primarily for Celtic has been played out wide. I feel like the people who've seen most in the ball are Kenny and Taylor. The full-backs have seen the majority of the ball, I think, today. First half hour of the game. I would say, anyway. I think the ball has been out wide the majority of the time that I have been watching. Nice play there from El-Yunusi to Edouard, but we're going right the way back again, man. McGregor, back out to Taylor. Like, that's it. Something, a wee bit of movement now. Big bit of space. It was a nice thing from El-Yunusi there, but it was caught. Livingston player nearly trips him up, man. Decent. Edouard holds it up. Turns really nicely. Back out wide to Taylor. There's men in the box. There's a piss poor cross, man. Fucking hell. Ryan, do you think we'll make the Europa League at least? Yes, yeah, I think, well, depends. If we get Eddie Howe, yeah, I think we'll make Europe. We've got to, surely. We've got to make at least the Europa League. It's the Conference League no start next season. We might be in that. Might be in the Conference League, fuck's sake. Piss poor, man. He's passing. This passing. Piss poor. Ollie got so scared by the Spurs whipping, he's become too scared to attack teams and play a high line. When Bailey plays, we have done that and been phenomenal, and McFred can't play together all the time. Some keen observations in there, to be fair, Cammy, about United, of course. Sitting here a Celtic watch along talking about McFred. Yeah, United have been very hit and miss with how they play. 1 week they are playing high, I would say. One weekend you see them playing high, you see them playing at high press, high tempo. Then the next week they're not. And I think that is mostly down to situations like McTominay and Fred not being able to play every... there's different finals. But the final ball today, let's get back to Celtic here. Final ball has not been great. Half an hour in. Yep, final third will be very poor. We've done nothing. We've yet to create a convincing chance. Yet to create a chance, really. That's it. That's more like it. Forrest, son, shoot! Come on, lads. 1-0 Celtic, just like that. Just as we were saying, we're yet to create a chance. James Forrest makes it Celtic 1, Livingston 0, and it's 2 goals in 2 games in the starting lineup. I reckon we'd win. I reckon we'd have won the league if it was Heroes. I'm joking, but brilliant. James Forrest. You can't underestimate his influence on the team. You really can't. Brilliant bit of link-up play, and the finish was maybe not as convincing as you'd like, but look, it's in the back of the... I think, yeah, it was a really poor goal for Livingston to concede in terms of the final finish, the final product, but there's lovely build-up to it, and I'll take it. Nice link-up play. James Forrest, back in the team, 2 goals and 2 starts. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. What do we tweet? What do we tweet? What do we tweet? Try to think what to tweet. No, that'll do. That'll do. That does it. It is. James, you've made it very clear there in saying that James Forrest is pivotal to this team's success. He is, and we've seen how season. And if it's not Forrest, it's a Forrest type player. Basically any right winger, but Forrest especially, he is, and I think that his absence from the team has highlighted how important he actually has been over the past 3-4 years. For as much as people like to complain about him, and maybe at points use him as a scapegoat, now that he's back and he's scored 2 goals in 2 games, and we've looked a lot better in how we work in the final third when he's heavily involved, that does suggest to you that how important he is. And now we need to keep our 1-0 Celtic. I'm happy with that. And yes, as Cam has put it there, he brings the spark back into the side. You're another Jeff Sterling, Ryan. I don't even know if I should say thank you or not to that. Is that a good thing? Do people like Jeff Sterling? I like Jeff Sterling. So I'm going to say thank you, Estopina boy. Thank you. French Eddie with a lovely assist as well. Let's not forget that. But look, 1-0 up. Half an hour played. Yes, it's not been the best of performances, but when we've had the ball, we've kept it. Livingston haven't threatened either. I think we've defended poorly at one set piece, but no one was there. We need to sharpen up in situations like that, don't get me wrong. But look, I'm happy with the first half hour in terms of not being as daft as we usually are. But we need to create more. We need to do more in the final third. See that there? That goal. That goal suggests to me that we can do so much more in the final third. So do it, Celtic. Make it simple. Make it as simple as possible for yourselves. Look for that final pass. It's these crosses from out wide that have not been delivering for us. And, you know, when we change it up and we try to be a bit more adventurous, we try and do something different from just crossing out from out wide. When Taylor's hitting the first man every time, we try and change it up. You get a pass like that from Edouard, it's getting us goals. So be more adventurous. Do it more often. Forrest putting himself in a good position to start the derby next week. I think that with his goal there, surely that confirms that he will start the derby next week in the Cup. You've got to imagine that he starts the derby next week. I don't think he'll finish the 90 here today. Probably come off with about 10-15 to go. I would imagine. And that will keep him fresh for the derby next week. Poor touch there, Dave. Is that... No, it was El Yunusi. El Yunusi. Poor touch from El Yunusi. It's been off today as well a little bit. I look like Gary the Tank Commander. Thanks. Thanks, James. Can I put like a sub count on the screen? That would be handy. I would like it if I could get like a sub count. Not to... Let's see. Where's stream labels? Because that would be good. Maybe encourage more people to subscribe. See, now it's got all-time top donator. But I want like subscriber count. Where is subscriber count? Surely it's down here somewhere. Surely. Edouard on the ball. Turnbull losing out. Forrest as well. Sure, that's not a foul, is it? Need to see a highlight there. I'm just looking to see if I can get like subscribers. Fuck me. Can I not get it? That's a bit shit. You can't get a subscriber stream label. Oh, session subscriber count. 30 days subscriber. Session. Total subscriber count. Aha! Ah, it doesn't. Oh, it goes. It doesn't go like. Right. Okay. We can put like session subscribers. Nah, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. Let's just leave it. It looks a bit daft, doesn't it? I'm sitting here trying to watch a football and playing about with fucking stream labels. Christ, try and get your arse in gear. Still 1-0. 10 minutes till half time. But as we were saying, just that little bit more creative in the final third. That's what you need. Instead of just going for the same old cross from the left or right hand side that's been intercepted by the first man, change it up, go a bit more creative. What's the formation? 4-3-3 with 2 8s or with Turnbull as number 10? I think we're just playing the standard 4-2-3-1 with Turnbull in at the number 10. I think the 4-2-3-1 would be more suited to Celtic rather than a 4-3-3. If you look at the shape just now, it would maybe suggest to you, yeah, it's a 4-2-3-1. It's absolutely a 4-2-3-1 we're playing here. Absolutely. Yeah, well, that's what you'd imagine, surely. Surely that's the first one that would come to your head anyway. Just want to get a second goal before half time. I like having games put to bed. You know, you're 2-0 up at Parkhead and you think that's surely it. But that's a lot of space Forrest has out on the right. He's got a decent delivery on him and El Yunusi's up there. Unlucky. Nice though. That's the kind of delivery we've been missing all season. That there, I know El Yunusi doesn't really meet with it that well, but that is the type of delivery we've been missing all season. When Frimpong was in the team, his delivery was shit. Taylor's delivery has been shit. Laxal's has been shit. May I go on? You know, it's like 1 in 100 are decent. That there, Forrest has always had a decent delivery. Champions League new system, Forrest. I need to actually look into the new system. I've not done enough reading into it yet. I don't quite understand what's happening with it. That would be my honest answer. There's no point in pretending as if I'm like, oh, aye, this is what I think. Here, there, blah, blah, because, oh! Thank you very much, Padraig McFadden, for the second donation of the stream, and both have been made by Padraig so far. Thank you very much, mate. It says hashtag back Boyle. Have you meant bio, or is it actually Boyle? Back Boyle. Keep it simple, like Cal the Dragon. Yes, of course. But I hope Bain's been listening to him. Hope Bain's been listening to Cal. He knows how it's done. Kenny moving forward with the ball. That's really good from Kenny Edouard. His touch is so poor there. Oh, that's so poor from Edouard there, bringing it down. He's looking to make up for it. Shot deflected. Edouard does it once more. Gets it in, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's a really, really good ball from John Joe Kenny, and Edouard will be disappointed with himself there because he brings it down so poorly. Yeah, Graham, it's spot on, Graham. We do need Forrest to score. He's a surefire to be in that team. We need to take Forrest to the Euros, absolutely. Clark will. Of course he's got to take him. There's no debate about it. He'll go. His touch there lets him down so much. No, but Graham, I'm glad as a Rangers fan you can admit that. It's the same as me, you know. We need to take the likes of Ryan Jack. Ryan Jack is key to how Scotland play. But Forrest is massive. Massive presence in the squad. Both on and off the park. Been in the Scotland setup for a decade now. But he's a massive presence. No worries, Blake. But Forrest is... Yeah, you notice how much we have missed him. In the space of 2 games. You notice it. Really good ball from Taylor there. El Yunusi now. Can he get a ball in? Deflected, and surely it's another goal. It's 2-0 Celtic, and it's Davy Turnbull. Come on, son. Yes. Love to see it. 2-0. Really well done down that left-hand side with Taylor and El Yunusi. And David Turnbull is there to... He doesn't really finish it. He just kind of knees it into the back of the net or such. But you love to see it. Celtic 2. Livingston 0. Absolutely superb. And we do really well down that left-hand side there. And El Yunusi showing once again how important he is. And there we go. That's what I said. We need that second half. Sorry, that second goal before the second half. And we get it. We take a bit of luck in the cross, taking a deflection. But Turnbull's there to finish. 2-0. And for me, that says everything. Brilliant though. Absolutely brilliant. Cracking. That's the word I'd like to use. Yep. Cracking LFC. 2-0 Celtic. Forrest and Turnbull, 2 goals in the space of 10 minutes. We're looking more lively now. As I said, the majority, I feel like the people who have seen the ball most this game have been out wide. I think that Taylor and Kenny as fullbacks, then El Yunusi and Forrest have seen the majority of the ball. They've been very instrumental to how we've played today. Free through the middle, we haven't done much. The likes of Edouard hasn't been quite at it. But Turnbull's there. Brilliant. Come on. Love to see it. Need to build a team around him next year for me, says Jamie. Yep, spot on. I think Turnbull's the future of this club, really. Joining the stream because my He's Goal won't work. Don't worry, James. You're welcome anytime, mate. But 5 minutes till half time. There's the camera away. I'll fix that. Don't you worry, boys. But yeah, Turnbull, we have to build a team around him. We have to build a team around David Turnbull. He's just magic. Absolutely magic. Also, massive shout, 260 viewers live at the minute. Thank you very much for joining in, ladies and gents. If you are new around here and you're enjoying these live watch-alongs, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the content on the channel. Also, it helps get the content shared out more. And if you can donate as well through the super chat button. Greg Taylor now on the ball again. Well done, Greg. Ball in. Met by the Livingston defence first. Stick in there, Callum. Don't let him away from that, McGregor. Didn't Edouard score these kind of opportunities before this season? I think it would be harsh to say that before this season. He's still our top scorer and he's scored over 20 goals this season. I feel like that would be harsh, Chris, to say before this season. But yeah, you know, those were the kind of chances he loved to bring down on his left foot. And then he'd finish it, you know. I can see where you're coming from. I feel like it'd be harsh at the same time. Donation. Thank you very much. Danny Extra Bite with a £5 donation says, much love, mate. Loving the content right now. Always wanted watch-alongs for Celtic, especially for those of us who can't afford Celtic TV. Have a pint on me. Danny, mate, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It means a lot. And of course, as soon as I can get a pint, I'll have a pint on you, my man. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, mate. And I'm glad you're enjoying the content. We're trying to push the boat out a little bit more, as much as I can in these trying times. That's what I'm saying. Me and the guys from the Celtic the Fund are just now looking at perhaps expanding out to a studio space so we can try and bring as best a quality a show as possible. That's it, sir. That's really good. That's really good down there. Looked as though we were going to lose possession, but we kind of wakened up. We kept the ball in play. A little bit of intensity was shown, you know what I mean? Brilliant. You love to see it. You love to see it. Once again, thank you very much, Danny. Wow, Kev. I'm in the minority, but I don't think Turnbull has been as good as he's made out. Feel like he's better, looks better because his standard is so low. Really? Wow, Kev. I would disagree, of course. I can understand that point to an extent in saying that the team has been so poor. Maybe he's looked good, but he's genuinely a magic player. I think that he is the future of this club. Very reminiscent of the likes of Stuart Armstrong and such coming through, but at a much younger age. So much room to go. 1-0 Villa. I didn't back them this week, actually. I usually back Villa as well. Oh, bastard. Let's quickly have a wee look at the Coombe. Let's have a wee look. How are we doing? Cardiff are... Right, oh, okay, not bad. Right, so Cardiff are winning. No, they're not. They're drawing. Fuck me. Rafe are winning. And then my 2 games are a draw and Ross County are getting beat. So it's not going brilliantly, but it could be certainly going worse. It could be certainly going worse. As we come to the end of the first half here, Shadow Space would be epic, man. I'm hoping so. Who scored the second? It was scored by David Turnbull Lawrence, my man. David Turnbull. Daniel says, Turnbull 9 times out of 10 is amazing. Never really had a crap game. Exactly. Oh, Padraig. Thank you very much, mate. Hold on, we're moving forward. Nice play there. Nice thinking from Edward and McGregor, but just not the final product there. Padraig McFadden thoughts on the new tops that have been leaked. I've seen the home and away ones that have been leaked, of course. Yeah, they're okay. I think I'm a bit annoyed at how, both shirts are very. If they are going to be the shirts, which I imagine the home one will be anyway, I'm not so sure about the away. But if it is, they're just very similar to the home and the third shirts of this year. Like both of them. I don't mind one being similar, but both of them. Don't know, maybe push the boat out a little bit more. Adidas. Give us a bit of a more adventurous home top. Throw us back to the 90s or something, Throw a collar on or something. I don't know. Anything. But, they're not the worst. They could certainly be worse than that. But thank you once again, Padraig, for another €2. What a hero. A man who's been here from God knows how many years now you've been here, Padraig. Would I have Mohamed Ali Yunus next year? Yeah. Absolutely. If we could get him back, I'd pay the price. Considering if it was a reasonable price. If we could loan him again, I'd absolutely do that as well. 100% has to be here for me next season. Has to be. As we kind of just look, I think we'll slow the pace down a little bit now. You can see it in the way Ayer's holding the ball. I think that we'll happily go into half-time with a 2-0 lead. Especially our troubles that have shown against Livingston in the past. We've not really succumbed to that today. We've not really showed the same issues that we would normally against Livingston. I say we normally, we've lost once in the 25 encounters we've had with them in the league. So I think it'd be harsh to say, but the draws, missing a lot of those negatives, which is good. Oh, Connor Meeks. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. 199 today should say new subscriber. Cheers for the top content. My pleasure, mate. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. And that's why I like doing these watch-alongs. I think that doing these watch-alongs gives a good opportunity for new people to find the channel. And if they enjoy it, and that's a good thing. So thank you very much, Connor. I appreciate that donation, especially for being a new subscriber. Thank you. There's the sound there. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if I've got the volume turned on for it. I should. A letbox. You should be able to hear it. It says the big house must do. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you don't. Livingston, Alan Forrest moving in here. They're going to get a goal. Don't let them score. Kenny. Oh, Bain has to make a save. 2-0 though. It's okay. Don't need to worry too much. We're okay. Celtic 2, Livingston 0. Into the stoppage time here. We'll be nearly at half time. Of course, at half time, I'll give a brief kind of recap of what's going on, my thoughts of the first half. Then I'll quickly jump away to get a drink. I'll refresh myself for the second half. But I'm pleasantly, I'm happy with what we've seen. It's not been exceptional, I don't think, by any stretch of the imagination. But it's been good. It's been solid. It's good enough. And these are resemblant of performances that we got when we played teams like Livingston at home all the time when we were winning trophies. So you can't complain too much. When you're up 2-0 at half time, that's exactly what you want to see. So happy with that. 2-0. Ball away. Get away. See this set piece defending. It's still a fucking joke. Ayer does eventually clear. Still a minute to go. Livingston trying to pile on a little bit of pressure before the end of the half. With the 1 minute left to play. McCrory going to hit it up long now. He does. Will it meet anybody? Nah, that's a free kick. A Celtic? Is that a free kick? Yep, that is a free kick, I think. Oh, Liverpool scored, bastard. I like that. Hold on 2 seconds, lads. Been asked a question. Coming up for the end of the half now. Surely the whistle will go in the next 10-20 seconds. Celtic might go and try and push for one more though before then. Edouard moves it in. Here we go. Maybe a chance for one more. Turnbull's ball. Edouard gets on the end of it. Forcing a save from McCrory. Really nicely done from Celtic there. Edouard and Turnbull linking up quite nicely. And I thought that could have been maybe 3-0 there. right on the brink of half-time. It does break quite luckily for Edouard, and he takes a hit at it. It's a good save from McCrory. And we'll have one last chance before the end of the half. It's going to be David Turnbull to step up from the corner spot. Swings it in. And it's made away surely, and it is. That's half-time here at Celtic Park. Celtic 2, Livingston 0. A decent performance there from the boys as they head back down the tunnel. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below or at the side in the chat. And just tell us what you're thinking about the first half there as James Forrest and David Turnbull keep us up 2-0 against Livingston. Brilliant start to the game, and it's exactly one. You know, too many games we've walked down that tunnel now at half time, and it's came back to bite you. So you get the job done early, you get the business done, you can go into the second half worry-free, and that's exactly what we're going to get here. So get your comments and your thoughts in. I'll have a read through some of them before we move on to refreshments. And buzzing, absolutely buzzing. 2-0 up. You can't complain. Alan Stubbs, Jackie McNamara on the half-time panel. I'm sure you won't maybe want to listen to them. If you're here to listen to me. So, much appreciated if you are here. So happy with the lead, says Aidan Drennan. Yep, you've got to be, I think. 283 viewers, by the way. Thank you very much. 263. I can't read them spec here. Thank you very much for tuning in this first half. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like. Mr. Pre-match stuff, what was said about how? I didn't actually hear what was said. I just knew we were talking about how. I obviously was setting up stream, so I just had my earphones down here, and I just heard Eddie Howe. And then Ryan McGinley messaged me, and he was like, "Oh my God, they're talking about Eddie Howe." And I was like, surely you don't talk about Howe if it's not happening. You would tell them to stay clear of it. You tell them just leave it. Let's not disappoint the fans. Let's not get an angry mob. You know, surely that's what you do. But James Forrest with the first goal, 2 goals in 2 starts since returning to the team. David Turnbull as well with a goal, which is exactly what you love to see. Because, you know, standout player this season, we've been raving about almost about adding more to his tally is fantastic. Let's see, Ryan, did you get my DM on Twitter about Fergal Harkin? I think, yeah, Patrick, I need to go back and check. I remember the article that you sent me. My DMs are full of shite. Full of absolute shite. Messages get lost all the time. Lawrence says, being reported we've contacted Favre. What are your thoughts? I really like Lucien Favre. I would take him at Celtic, but Eddie Howe has to be the man. And I still think, and I'm still confident, and trust me, he will be the man. Saying that, once you get fucking clipped and I'll be wrong. They disallowed Poole's goal for offside. It was never offside. Poole? Who's Poole? I know we got an offside goal, but I don't know who Poole is. Should the younger lads be getting some more game time to get the boys leaving off the future? Yeah, there's got to be yeah, I can see that. There's a balance to that argument, which makes it hard to, you know, do you play Brown or Sorrow? I don't think it's as cut and dry as perhaps saying that Sorrow should be in the team. I think there is a conversation for having Brown in there, considering he is now coming to the end of his career too, and everything he's done. I'm more on the side of Sorrow should be starting and younger guys should be getting a chance. But I think Kennedy's just purely playing for results just now. Looking to get as best a records he can with his short time in charge, and he will play his best team. And I think I've accepted that. I've accepted that will be the situation. We're playing players who are better rather than here for the future. Oh, Liverpool. Oh, right. You're just saying Pool. Liverpool. Everybody's like, you fucking clown. You're dafty. Sum up what you think the Celtic philosophy is or should be. Right now, there is no fucking philosophy. So there hasn't been all season. Next season, it gets reinvented under Eddie Howe, I hope. And you start to see a lot of what Brendan Rodgers was installing in the team. That's what I hope, anyway. And I've never heard Liverpool be called Pool before. Ever in my life. Could be Blackpool. You know? Could be Tall Crow swimming pool. For all I know. Any players in the SPFL you take at Celtic this season? Yeah. Lewis Ferguson would be one. I know, of course, very big, strong links with the winner of the Paradise Windfalls from the fucking Shetland Islands. You take the piss. The Shetland Islands. Fuck me. Wow. Yeah, Lewis Ferguson, absolutely a quality player. I think we should try and work out a deal with something with Griffiths and Rogic, maybe, if both of them want to go to Aberdeen and make that happen. Alan Campbell, I wouldn't mind seeing at Celtic. I think he's a good player, maybe not to be in the starting lineup, but certainly would offer depth to the team. And those are the two names that jump off the top of my head to being in the team. Who's better, Eddie or Yeti? I think that's a daft question. I think that's really only one answer there. Forrest and Turnbull for the Scotland squad or for the Euros, definitely. Yeah, but Forrest, absolutely. I have my doubts that Turnbull will go. I don't think he will. He should, but he won't. Forrest will go. Absolutely will go. He should and will. And I think that if you're not bitter and you're not clueless and you're not delusional, then you can admit that Forrest should be there. Every Scotland fan knows that. He is vital to Steve Clarke's system. He's missed James Forrest. He will take Forrest back in a heartbeat. Steve Clarke likes him. And he's been a very strong player for Scotland for the past decade. So he has to go. Would I take O'Donnell for a free? If we got a first choice right back? Potentially. I don't think... I think I'd look elsewhere first. But certainly one that you could explore. I think, to say the least. But aye, there we go, half time, Celtic 2, Livingston 0. Lads, stay with me, the 257 people who are currently here at half time, I urge you all, please stay with us. We'll be back in a couple of moments after I go and get a drink of water, refresh myself, and we'll be ready for the second half, and hopefully a bit of chat before then, and then we'll of course have the full time, 3 things we've learned, and review as well. So please, stay with us. I'll be back in a couple of moments, and for those in the chat that might be asking, where is he, what's happening, please, I urge everybody who knows, tell them I'll be back in a moment. It's just if I don't get a drink, I might actually die on stream. So I'll be back in a moment. Rightio, back here at half time. Celtic Park is the venue. Celtic against Livingston is the game. Celtic 2, Livingston 0. Lads, thank you for sticking around. If you have been watching, thank you for sticking around there while I went and quickly jumped away for a bootly of water. Matt could be, I feel like Ollie Ball now. It's Ollie Ball. Shite. But nice, thank you for sticking around. And thank you for the support in the first half of the game, for people who have liked, subscribed, maybe just came across the channel for the first time. Thank you to everybody who as well has donated in the first half. You can donate through the super chat button. It all goes to a good cause, and that is hopefully improving the standard of the channel over the next few months, especially heading into the 2021-22 campaign. Can I actually believe that I'm uttering those words? The 21-22 campaign. Like, is it just me that feels like it was yesterday? That we were talking about like 12-13. Like 12-13 seemed like yesterday, and now we're talking about 21-22 being round the corner. Like, that to me is absolute madness. Aye. There you go, Rab McNair with the first question of the half-time talk. Ryan, how do you think Ferguson would cost? How much do you think Ferguson would cost? Who would you drop for Ferguson? Sorrell, Turnbull, or McGregor? Says Rab McNair. Very good question, Rab. Of course, as I said before I went away, if I was to sign anyone in the league, it would be Lewis Ferguson. I think if you were talking about cost, you're looking at definitely a couple £1 million. The way that I look at it is I would like Celtic to try and work a deal that would maybe involve the likes of Griffiths or Rogic, and then maybe some money involved too to try and bring Ferguson to Celtic Park. In terms of who he replaces, it's hard because he's the type of player that he is. You've got to weigh that up alongside the fact he's also the quality we've got there. So how does he fit? How does the dynamic work? In an ideal world for me, I think it would be a midfield of Turnbull, McGregor and Ferguson. But then again, do you sacrifice the kind of style of Sorrell to bring Ferguson in? I don't know. I think in terms of technical ability and footballing ability, Ferguson is better than Sorrell. Simply said, he is technically, and he's a better player. Sorrell offers a completely different style, a completely different game. If you bring him in, you start him, which is good. It's not a bad thing. I would personally prefer Ferguson in there, I think. But look, it's not. I don't think it might not happen. It's just an idea. And I'm all for giving Sorrell a chance next season. So, Ryan, I'm looking to move to Glasgow. Apply for a few jobs in Glasgow as I get my second degree now. Hopefully, I'm 6 weeks away. Any recommendations of good and affordable spots? Good question, Padraig. Most people are moving to areas like Denniston. In terms of affordable spots and stuff, I have stayed in I've stayed in the East End my whole life. I think if you're looking for affordable, the kind of most affordable place to live would be like the East End or the north of the city. I think that's the two most affordable places. Well, some places in the south as well. It all depends on your situation, who you're going to be with, who you're splitting pays with. I'm probably not the right person to ask. But I'm looking at a decent situation I'm in just now, and I'm living in Denniston, so there you go. Have a look around on Rightmove and all the rest of it, and you'll find all those sites, Zooplan and stuff like that, and you'll find something. Big city, of course, massive city. I've stayed in East End my whole life. How was the first half? I never got a chance to watch it, so a quick first half summary before the ball is kicked here. Celtic very much on top. We've dominated the game. I think we were a bit slow to start with in terms of creating chances and in terms of how we played in the final third, but we certainly did get the job done in the end, and we certainly got our first goal, and that kind of kicked us on to a good 10-15 minutes of play where we could have scored another goal as well. So, yep, I'm happy, and look, that these are the sort of situations that you want. Yeah, be listening, lad, Mark. I'm originally Garfanlock. Garfanlock is where I'm from. Lived my whole life in Garfanlock, pretty much. There in Easterhouse, between Garfanlock and Easterhouse, as my family are all from Easterhouse. But aye, 2-0 at half time, and the second half is underway. Who's better, Eddie or Christie? Once again, it's a bit of a daft question. Of course, it's Edouard. Edouard's the best player in Scotland. I remember the sheep wanted 5 million from McKenna. I know, but times are different now. You don't think we'd get Ferguson cheap? Aberdeen will be desperate for money. Desperate for money. Keep in mind, they only sold Cosgrove for I think £2 million, 2 to 3 million, and they wanted a lot more than that originally. So, aye. Hello, Christopher, Mr. Mahmood. Nice to see you as well. Cameron, favourite kit of the last decade. Mine's is still, I think, the Invincible season shirt. I just love it. There's something about the Invincible season shirt. I love. I think it's the fact that there's a little bit more to it. The gradient through the hoops and that. I love it. Nice start here. Edward just couldn't get on the end of that as it goes back to McCrory. But a nice positive start to the game. Would I take Jordan Larson to place Edward? I think I would. Edward. I called him Edward there. Fuck him. I'm a dad now. But yeah, man, I was always against the thought of signing Larson for a long time, just because I was like, we need to escape this just because his second name's Larson. We sign him, but he's genuinely been really good for Spartak this season. And apparently Borussia Dortmund are even keeping tabs on him, so there's certainly talent there. Question is it one Celtic can afford? Is it realistic for us? I don't know. Will he be wanting to come to Celtic? There's a lot of questions to weigh up alongside that. I don't think it's as cut and dry. Once again, I'll use that phrase. I don't think it's as cut and dry as simply saying, yeah, Henrik Larsson's boy, he was signed for Celtic. I don't think it's as simple as that. It's piss poor, Turnbull. It's far too casual there. Moaning at Brown for it in the first half. Double standards. Just because it's you doesn't mean I'm not going to moan. But yeah, it's not as simple as that. I would be simply saying yes, though, at this moment in time, because he's been very good if we could make it happen. I think that would be a very good bit of business for Celtic if we could get Jordan Larson. You've got to think about it commercially, marketing-wise, it would be huge for the club. It would be massive for the club to have Henrik's boy playing for us. That's a free kick to Celtic. The green and green hoops third kit of a couple of years ago was really good. Was that not the away kit? I don't think it was the third kit. I think it was the away kit, Scots. I think that was the away kit. The one that was like a polo shirt looking kind of thing. I'm sure that was the away, because that was when the third shirt was... no, it was definitely away. If I'm thinking of the same one, the one that I called the Celtic Da away shirt, then it was certainly an away shirt. I loved it as well, to be fair. Really nice. It should be signed Larson, or who would I sign? I don't know who would sign. As I've always said, I'm not a scout. I don't mind the shouts that have been made of Divock Origi, but you've got to be realistic. But Larson has said, oh, that's a really nice ball. You just see the end of it. Good save from McCrory. That was beautiful stuff there. Was that Turnbull with the ball over? Chipped the ball into the area for El Yunusi, and he gets on the end of it. McCrory makes a save. Now Kenny with a delivery. It goes over everyone's head, and Livingston will scrambling to get it away now. 48 minutes played on the clock. Who do you think would be a good signing for a new goalkeeper? Barkas. It's got to be like signing someone next season, I'm telling you. How's going to get the best out of him? Howe wanted him at Bournemouth. In case you didn't know. Howe wanted him at Bournemouth. There is clearly a player in there. There's a goalkeeper in there. I feel bad. There's so many reasons this season why it's probably not worked for him. Probably reasons. Oh, the yellow and black one from that. Oh no, Cameron. Oh no. I hated that. I think that's like my worst Celtic shot ever, actually. Best place to get old school Celtic tops. Instagram Paradise Icons. Good. Classic football shirts, of course, always gets a shout, but expensive. Instant Depop. I honestly think Depop and eBay are the best two places. You get the most stuff there. El Yunusi now on the ball. Plays it to Scott Brown, who's entered the Livingston half now. We move forward down there here. Forrest has a lot of space to run into. His touch just takes him a lot. El Yunusi from range! Oh, fucking hell. A really good strike from El Yunusi. It was nearly a screamer there. McCrory has to make a good save, and he does indeed. But really nice football between El Yunusi and Forrest at first there. The ball breaks after the tackle. That's a really good save from McCrory, to be fair. I think that you'd expect your goalkeeper to make that. Just with the kind of the dip on it and the pace of the ball, that it wasn't the hardest. But really good from El Yunusi to strike that so quickly and so accurately as well. I thought it was going to be free. Corner. Turnbull takes it. In the box. Oh, it's free! It's Stevie Welsh. Oh no, it's Scott Brown. I thought it was Stevie Welsh. Scott Brown makes it 3-0 to Celtic. Absolutely tremendous. What a performance this has turned out to be today. 3-0. You love to see. I thought it was Stevie Welsh. I thought Welsh finally got a goal there. Oh no, it is. Yeah, Brown heads it. Okay, right, fair enough. I don't know why. Thought it was off Welsh, but Scott Brown, who knows? Could be his last ever goal for Celtic. Could be his last ever goal for the club. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Just got to pop a wee tweet. Just got to. That'll do. Honestly. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff today. Bruni. Could be. Who knows? Might be his last ever goal for the club. But let's not think it like that. Let's hope there's another one to come at least. Scott Brown makes it Celtic 3. Livingston 0. Puts the game beyond doubt now. You'd imagine that that's it, finished. But it's good to see Brown getting the score sheet. And once again, it comes in. Brown is taking a lot of criticism. I think because, of course, Soros. Oh, brilliant, Kenny. That's a really good tackle from Kenny. Now go from that. Brilliant. James Forrest. Good delivery. Defenders there. Corner again to Celtic. We've just scored from a corner there. It's rare for us to score from a set piece, I feel like, without like Julian and Duffy in the team. Not that I want Duffy in the team. Turnbull, Forrest, quick play. Forrest shoots and it goes wide. And we're looking really good here. We're looking really hungry. And the smile on James Forrest's face says it all. I think that we can't underestimate how much Forrest changes this team. Brilliant. Yeah, but I think Bruni has taken a lot of stick recently. Because Soro's not in the team. And I'm like, well, you know, it's not Brown's fault. He's been picked ahead of Soro. And I feel like Brown hasn't put too much of a foot wrong in his last few games. I feel like he's actually been quite decent. I'll get the camera, don't you worry about it. I feel like Brown has actually been decent in his last few games. And that hasn't been acknowledged maybe as much as it should be because of Soro not being in the team. And I think that Soro should be in the team, but I think that doesn't mean we should take away from performances that Brown... Oh wait, it's QPR. Oh, I backed QPR, didn't I? Let's go and quickly check. Bet365. Let's have a look at the Coupon. Remain logged in. Let me have a look. Ross County scored as well. Oh! 2 each, right. Okay, things are going well. Things are going well, right. I just need Ross County to score and Cardiff to score. And then we're in a winning margin. Not a bad position to be in. Not a bad position at all. I better go and put notifications on for these games, actually, because I want, if I win £100 live on camera, who knows? Who knows where this stream will go? Maybe we'll just start boozing. I've also got Rafe on, so I better put notifications on for that. Give me all events, please. Sorry for neglecting the game in the chat a minute. I'm just very curious as to whether... Remember I used to do Cooten watching streams back in the day? I say I used to do them. I think I done to like 2. But I used to do Cooten watching streams. QPR, let's get notifications on for that very quickly. QPR. Oh shit, I need to enable push notifications anyway. Shit, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll just leave it. Oh, it's 4. I missed it there. And it's Mohamed El Yunusi. It's 4-0 to Celtic. What a performance today. This is liquid, this. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Celtic 4, Livingston 0. And it's Mohamed El Yunusi the score sheet. I was too busy looking at my Cooten. John Joe Kenny does well there. Plays and El Yunusi first time curls at the bar finish. Absolutely tremendous. Mohamed El Yunusi, Celtic 4, Livingston 0. Absolutely tremendous. Johnny Hayes scored for Aberdeen. What a day. What a day. Oh, Mohamed El Yunusi. Brilliant. 4-0 up. David Martindale is looking absolutely scunnered, and I think he'll be very let down how the team of kind of fell apart here. Did Brown's goal not count as Brown's as it went down as an own goal? Just noticed that. I'm just gonna quickly go and put up a video on Twitter. I've got to do this. Where is it? I need to find it though. That's the thing. Do you not hate it when you need to like find a video? There it is. Let's just quickly put that up. That's Celtic. There we go. That'll do. Oh, chance there for Livingston saved by Scott Bain. 4-0 up. Yep, I don't think Brown's, as I was saying, it could be Brown's last goal for the club. I don't think it's actually going to count as Scott Brown's goal. I think that it's gone down as a Fitzwater own goal for Livingston. But of course, if you've just tuned in, if you've just missed it, Celtic 4-0 up. Mohamed El Yunusi grabs the 4th goal, and it certainly looks like there is more to come for Celtic. It certainly looks like there is more to come. And here we go again. Edouard out wide. Forrest plays it in for Turnbull. Touch brings it down. Edouard, surely. Oh, it's a good save from McCrory. That should have been 5 there. Look at McCrory, man. He's feeling the pressure. You can see it in his face. But Edouard should really have got Celtic's 5th goal there, as McCrory does tip it out for a corner kick. Turnbull does really well. That's a lovely bit of football from Turnbull to bring that down and lay it off for Edouard the way he did. Liquid stuff at the moment from us here. The 4th Dylan was scored by Mohamed El Yunusi. At the other end, Livingston did come close. Scott Bain forced to make a big save. But brilliant right now. I didn't for the Masters. I was going to put on Spieth. I had a feeling about Spieth, but I didn't bother. Corner Celtic. Turnbull. Ball in. Mate by Ayer across the face of goal towards there. It's knocked away. We're sitting, mate. We should be about fucking 7-0 here. This is what we need to play next week. I'd said it on Twitter. I said it in the stream yesterday. And I've been saying it all season. It's almost as if when you have El Yunusi and Forrest in the same team, you actually play well. You play good. We would have won the league. I'm joking, I'm going to get ahead of myself. Turnbull, another decent enough delivery. Mate, Brown's there. The save. Fucking hell, man. What a fucking brilliant here now. We should be scoring. We should be up about 8-0. My God, this is the most excited I've been watching Celtic all season. Unbelievable. What is going on? Wow. My God almighty. Just put up a wee tweet. I'm actually excited watching Celtic. What is happening? What is happening? I just don't get it. Yeah, Mark, I should have put on Spieth. I don't know, but I've actually not checked who's in the league just now, or who's doing well, who's doing shite, because I was going to put Jordan Spieth on. I had a feeling about Spieth. I'm not huge on golf. I like the Masters and that's about it, but I just had a feeling about Spieth, so I was going to put him on. But that's a really good performance here. The tennis back on. That's it. Here we go. 10 in a row. Here we go. 10 in a row. Oh, I killed myself. I actually can't believe what I'm watching. Like, how's this? Like, what is happening? We could. Oh, Forrest has gone off with a physio. Don't even dare. Take him off. Wrap him in bubble wrap. What is he saying? Oh my Christ almighty. Oh my Christ almighty. No. Nope. Not having that. I just don't get it. Things were going so well, and Forrest is away off with a physio. It better not be serious. I swear to God, if Forrest cannot start next week, honestly, if he cannot start next week, I will be absolutely livid. Because you see the difference having El Yunusi, a natural left winger, and Forrest, a natural right winger, playing in the same team. You see the difference. It's massive. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. So, you've got to touch wood and hope. Got to hope. Rose in front just now, Mark. Fair. Spieth's not far behind. Ryan, I don't know to watch your match review or Paul from Celtic Fans TV match review. Why not both? Why not both? Sure. Get the best of both worlds. Two fantastic Celtic YouTubers. Get on, one fantastic Celtic YouTuber and one specky dick. That's pretty much it. I swear to God, if Forrest is hurt for longer than like 2 hours, I will be in a warpath. I will be livid. But what a performance this has turned out to be today. What an exciting game of football in terms of a Celtic point of view. I have loved it. This is the most excited I've been watching us all season. Honestly. This is like, where are you, Rodgers? Where are you sitting? I feel like that's exactly what we're getting just now. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I swear to God, I'm actually just sitting here. I can't stop thinking about Forrest. I can't stop thinking about Forrest. That's a really decent delivery. A really good ball. Not really a delivery, is it? Good ball, but intercepted at the end. I think by Fitzwater, actually. Is this what happens to Forrest here? Oh, he pulls up. Oh my God. Ah! He's pulled up. He's missing next week. That is not good. That is not good at all. I didn't see what actually happened till there. They showed the highlight. He's missing next week. He's pulled up. He's holding his hammy or whatever. He's pulled up. He is missing next week. I don't think he'll play. You've got to touch wood. I know. I won't be sleeping tonight. I don't know how I'll sleep tonight thinking about that. We've just got him back. It's the same with Julian. The exact same thing. How much did we say we missed Julian? We missed him big time. Comes back into the team, and we actually look decent enough defensively. Then he fucks his leg off the post, and he's out for another 9 months. Oh, Jesus. It might be mind games, aye. Maybe. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm gutted. That's ruined the game for me. That is actually just like saddened me. Who scored the fourth? Chris, it was Mohamed El Younousi. Oh, Yeti's warming up, buzzing. Come on, big Albion. It has just destroyed my mood. Altogether. Destroyed my mood. But look, we're still 4-0 up. If we play anything like this next week, we'll be fine against Rangers, I reckon. I am so quietly confident about that game next week. I'm very quietly. I say I'm so quietly confident out loud to a live viewership of maybe 200 odd people, 300 odd people. Oh, ball delivered and saved. I'm quietly confident. Did he pull his hand? It looks like it, bro. He pulls up and he holds it holds what looks like his hamstring from the angle. And that's not what you want to see. Don't tell me that I thought they were showing it again there. I was like, don't fucking show it again. I'll start agreeing. Ball in there though, intercepted by Robbie McCrory? Ross McCrory. Robbie McCrory? Forgotten now. McCrory. Robbie McCrory. It's Robbie, aye. Ross McCrory's a midfielder. Let's not be daft here. Let's not be daft. Sign Forrest for the glory hunter in memory of him. Good shout, Aaron. I actually feel distraught inside. I agree, Pedrig. I think Yeti will be a player next season. There's Stevie McManus, one of my childhood heroes. Big Stevie McManus. He was one of my favourite players when I was younger. Absolutely loved him. I think I actually had him on the back of my original 2008 home shirt. I've got a different one now, one that fits me. But my original, I'm sure I had McManus 44 on the back. Yeah, I absolutely loved him. Absolutely loved him. Let's not think about next week. Let's hope he's okay. Brilliant performance regardless. I'll happily settle for the 4-0. But it looks like more goals are left in it for us. Yes, Edward, I would agree. It looks as though, we could score more. We should be up about 6-0 at the moment. But yeah, I'm not going to comply. I'm not going to cry about 4. The only thing I'm going to cry about is Forrest. I genuinely... I don't know what I'm going to... That has destroyed it for me. Absolutely destroyed it. But what can you do? What are you going to do? Celtic still up 4-0 anyway as we hit the 65th minute of the game. Let me know what you think in the chat at the side. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new around here. It is much appreciated. We're trying our best to get to 26,000 subscribers. I think we're just on 25.5 almost. So it is much appreciated if you can hit like and subscribe. Also chat away. And if you can, donation through Super Chat would be much appreciated in helping grow the channel. Ryan, do you think Bayern will? Bayern will what? You just ended it at Bayern Wilshere. You forgot the last word, the key word. John Paul Milligan, hail, Ryan. Keep up the amazing work, lots of videos. Thank you very much, John Paul. I appreciate that. Forrest, limp off or stretch it off? He limped off Wim. Wim the Tim. He kind of waddled off the park with the physio, which is a better sign than being stretchered off. But if he's pulled his hammy, sometimes, if it's just a pull, you walk off all the time, but you miss a couple of weeks. Hope to Christ that he's not going to miss next week. That's all I'm thinking about now. Because Forrest is it doesn't look, Celtic girl, I wouldn't say it looks bad, but it's not ideal. Looking bad would suggest somebody snapped his leg. He's just pulled up and held the hamstring and walked off with a physio. To me, that signals a pulled hamstring. To me, that signals he's out for a couple of weeks. Now, you touch wood and you pray to God that's not the case. You pray that it's just a precaution he's took. He went, doesn't feel right, take me off. That's what I'm hoping it is. But it looks like he's pulled a hammy. It looks as though he's went off because of a pulled hamstring, and I hope to Christ it's not the situation. John Joe Kenny, though, we'll move it back to McGregor as we look to go and maybe push up the park now. Stevie Welsh, McGregor, Christie turns. He's got big Marvin Bartley alongside him. Marvin Bartley's a unit, man, honestly. Just gets about, the big man. He does. He's been doing it for years as well. McGregor, that's really smart from McGregor there. Right, come on, lads. A wee bit of pace again and a wee bit of tempo. Passing and moving the tempo. You know what I mean? A wee bit of John Collins. We're going right back away now, though. Back to the goalkeeper, playing it safe. Scott Bain will go there. By liking and subscribing, you're supporting the channel and Ryan more than you can imagine, which will only help him grow and produce more content. Thank you very much, Pedrig. Put very nicely there. Fantastic. Here's Ayer, moving forward as he always likes to with the ball. He's in space. What a finish. What a finish. Come on, Celtic. Outstanding. 5-0 Celtic. And it's Mohamed El-Yunusi. Once again, absolutely tremendous. Christopher Ayer, absolutely instrumental in that goal there. What a performance today. Fucking hell, I might start... If I'd done these watch-alongs all season, that's 2 watch-alongs. The first one we won 3-0, and now we've won 5-0. Honestly. Superb. Absolutely superb. A wee chip over McCrory. What a game. What a game of football. This is the most exciting... Amazing. This performance is one of the best I've seen in a long time. I mean, that's no hard, but it's just brilliant. I feel like Green. I feel like we're actually winning. And here comes Albion Ayeti as well. What a do? Ayeti and Rogic about to make their way onto the park as Celtic go up 5-0. Efe Ambrose is coming on for Livingston, making his return to Parkhead. But aye, Rogic and Ayeti making their way on the park as we're up 5-0. McManus was average at best. He wasn't average at best. He was a good player. I liked him. If you think our defence looked bad this season, you also don't remember how bad it was under Stratton with Hinkle and Mascot. I thought it was a decent back line. And well, I was 8-year-old, 9-year-old at the time. So, you know, yeah, it was certainly better than this. It was absolutely better than this, Rab. Absolutely. Hinkle was brilliant. Naylor was solid, and Calder McManus I thought were decent. I think it was a good defence, personally. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not wanting to get ahead of myself, Pedrig. But Pedrig, you've actually indicated something that, you know, who knows? If the team know that there's a manager in the wings, whether it not be Eddie Howe, this is the kind of performance you expect. Playing for their places, wanting to impress. A manager like Eddie Howe, you know, if it is him, if they know it's happening, as they were saying it could be on Celtic TV, saying how he'd be a good fit. Has the atmosphere of that rubbed off on the players today? Because this isn't just a freak of a performance from Celtic. This is generally well worked, deserved, very different. Kennedy's got us playing. Celtic's back. Aye, so I'm buzzing. Why has my voice went that high, David? Because I've not been this excited watching Celtic play in God knows how long. We need to. I think keeping El-Yunusi is a priority for next season. I think we've got to pay whatever Southampton want, if it's of a reasonable price. Of course, we can't just go and shell out £15 million or whatever. But El-Yunusi is madness. It's genuine madness. How things work when you play players in their correct roles. I can't express that enough. Look how good El-Yunusi has been since playing on the left wing, where he should be getting played. It's madness. It's crazy how good he is. Having Forrest in, an actual right winger, playing on the right wing, what it does for the team. It's almost as if it's meant to happen, you know what I mean? Brilliant. And we need to keep this up next week. If we play like this next week, we'll win the game. If we play like this, we will win the game. I'm confident of it. But it's all about if we play like this, we might not. And ultimately, that's how Rangers will end up fucking beating us. But we've been better in the last 2 derbies. We've been the better team in the last 2. And this is a fantastic performance today. I'm not saying we're going to go and beat Rangers next week. That's not what I'm saying before people want to clip that and all the rest of it because people are weird like that. I'm not coming out and saying we're going to beat Rangers next week. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is if we play like this, we'll win the game. If we set up like this and we play anything like this, we'll win the game next week. I'm confident of that. But too many times this season, Celtic have turned up for games and they've not performed and they've let us down and they've been lacklustre and they've been slow and they've been very poor at the back and they've not been clinical and all these things they've happened in the one game. So I'm not saying we're going to win, but if we play like this, we will. Did Forrest hurt his hamstring again? He did, Pine Tree. Let's not. I'm getting happy here. I'm hoping that Ayeti gets a little bit of a say in the game now. I've been a big Ayeti advocate over the past year. I have been trying to push so much that Ayeti will come good for Celtic. And I still think he will. So I'm hoping he scores today. Next season, he'll be a player. I'm telling you, there it goes. Don't even think it was. Yeah, that was El Yunusi. El Yunusi jumping in a little bit more narrow there. He'll be hungry for a hat-trick now. Liverpool actually equalised now. Yes, so we've talked about this winning the team. People saying how thing in the balance. I am almost confident. I'm almost certain that Howe will be our next manager. Today it all but confirms it for me. The fact that they're talking about it on Celtic TV, the fact that they're talking about it on the Path to Paradise. If Celtic as a club do not have Howe done, are not confident of having Howe over the line, and the media team know that, and the club know that, they would tell them not to talk about it. Just avoid it. Don't bring it up at all. But they were talking about it on Celtic TV. It's not like it was the BBC, it's not like it was BT or Sky, it's Celtic TV. The fact they were talking about it to me indicates that he is going to be our next manager. I might get egg thrown in my face. I might get Provadafty. But who knows? Thank you very much, Danny Extra Bite. Thank you, mate. As Celtic move forward, I'll read out your comment in a moment because Celtic are now moving forward with the ball. Tom Rogic slips it inside. John Joe Kenny to deliver the ball. Right into the hands of McCrory though. Danny Extra Bite with a £5 raised against. And here's some more pocket change. Needed this game after the season we've had. Can't wait for next season now. Just hope James is okay. Sign El Yunusi up. Couldn't put it any bit. That whole message there, I agree with it all. Danny, thank you very much for the £5 donation, mate. It is much appreciated. Celtic 5, Livingston 0. El Yunusi on the brace. 2 fantastic goals as well. And he has shown today why Celtic need to bring him back next season. We need to pay money. If Southampton's £5 million fee is anything near real, if that's a real, pay it. Pay it. Keep him at Celtic. We know how good he is, and today he's shown it. People who've not rated El Yunusi don't know football, in my eyes. People who see the people on Twitter who've been like, oh, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. They don't know football. He is unbelievably good. A very talented footballer. He's shown that against Celtic, and he's shown that for Celtic. We must sign him if given the opportunity next season. We must. Even if it has to be a loan, just try our best. He needs to. I think he's vital to how this team play when we do get the opportunity to play with fit players and a fit team. He's vital and he's one of the best there. How is the Cooten going actually? Let me quickly check. How is the Cooten going? I bet he's getting pumped now. Just have a quick look. Oh, I've got an early payout for QPR. That's good. Ray for winning. Or Cardiff winning. Cardiff are winning. Oh, I just need Ross County. Oh, come on, you bastards. I just need Ross County to beat Kelly and I've won £100. Come on. Come on, you bastards. Come on, Yogi. I could cash out for £7. But I've got an early payout in QPR. Rafe are still winning. Cardiff are winning. Ross County drawing 2-2. I literally just need a goal in the Ross County game. I need Ross County to win. That's all. Thank you once again, Dan Extra Bite. Oh, come on. I only put £2 on that today, so if I put a fiver on that, I'd have been buzzing now. No, still I'm buzzing. It might be £100 in my pocket for all I know. But I just need Yogi. I've not got a lot of charge left in my phone. I've only got 11%. I'm trying to get the game up. 15 minutes to go here at Celtic Park. It's Celtic 5, Livingston 0. Keep interacting in the chat if you like. And we'll keep talking about the game today. John Kennedy will be next manager. Oh, Glasgow Rangers, let's go with other people. You must have some inside information. I don't know, mate. Feel free to tell me. What happened in the lead up to the Forest injury, says CC. It was just typical. It was just, El Yunusi's coming off. What a performance, boy. Well done, son. It was just, good build-up play, good bit of passing. We're moving forward with the ball. He plays a pass. Oh, here comes Griffiths, Christ. Plays a pass and it just pulls up. That's basically it. Just pulls up, holds the hammy. Celtic making 2 final changes. Griffiths and Sorrow coming on for Scott Brown. Brown's going off for Sorrow and Griffiths coming on for who went off there as well? I don't know who. I should do an El Clasico watch along. Not a bad shout to be fair, but I feel like I'd be useless talking about Spanish football. German football, even Italian football, I'd have a good clue, but not English, yeah, but not really Spanish. Decent delivery, by the way, and yet he tries to get on the end of that. Come on, Ross County, you fucking dickheads. Who else came off there? Aaron Smith. With a £2 donation. Thank you very much, Aaron. He's donated £2. He says, this front four is the stuff of dreams. I hope you're talking about the front four that was on at the start of the game. Not the one with Griffiths now in it. I was hoping to avoid seeing Griffiths in a Celtic shirt today. But here we are. I could cash out for like £3 profit, but why would I even bother? Just hold on and hope for Ross County to score. Of course, the Grand National on as well, lads, today. Half an hour's time or something, I think. No, a wee bit longer than that. About 45 minutes time till the Grand National's on. Hope everybody enjoys it. What's the early payout thing? Early payout just basically means when they think the game is done. So basically, when the team that you've backed is up by 2 goals, they pay out on it. That doesn't. So QPR are up 3-1 just now. They've gave me an early payout. If QPR go on to lose 4-3, it'll still count as a win for me because they gave me an early payout. It's good. It's fun. Because I had an early payout a few weeks ago in a game. I can't remember, but my team went up 2-0 in 10 minutes. And they gave me the early payout. But they ended up losing 4-2. They ended up losing 4-2. I can't remember. It was maybe a few months ago actually. And they ended up losing 4-2, but it still came up in the Cootum because they gave the early payout. So, aye. Just hope John Hughes gets the finger out as Celtic look to close out this game. I'm sitting here trying to watch 2 games basically now. Griffiths looks like he's done, doesn't he? Just looks finished. I don't get how he's got to score now, isn't he? McGregor trying to dance round the Livingston defence. Yeah, that's a free kick, ref. Surely. They've given a free kick to Livy. Fucking hell. I'm not going to agree. Not going to agree about it. League of Ireland watch along line. Oh, aye. I'd have absolutely no clue whatsoever, would I? I just look like a right tit. I look like an idiot. Hendry obviously looks set to move back to Belgium, but do you think Bayo will have a future, or do you think he's going to be sold just like Hendry? I don't think Bayo has a future. I know there's a kind of cult following for Bayo, and I kind of feel like he could get a chance. I feel like he should maybe get a chance because he's actually been doing quite well for Toulouse this season. But I just don't see him getting it at Celtic. I really don't. If I was to be brutally honest about it, I just don't. I just feel like his time at Celtic is coming to a close. So aye, fantastic. Celtic got now just 13 minutes to play. Another goal or 2 would be nice. I'm more focused on Ross County at the moment. He's a goal, John. Like I just I've deserved a Cootum win, you know. Not a Cootum win in ages. That's tell a lie. I won £75 last week, but still, not had like a triple digit Cootum win in ages for £100. £100 on the button actually. Now technically no, it's technically 98 if you count my stake, but still, £100. This has been absolutely tremendous, and it's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want heading into the Scottish Cup. Exactly what you want heading into the Scottish Cup against Rangers. Perfect stuff. Absolutely perfect. Bayo and the Yeti up front. Christ. I just don't see Bayo having a future at the club. Celtic now moving into the final third. Albion Ayeti plays it out to Christie on the left hand side, who puts a ball in, trying to look for Lee Griffiths, but it's only as far as the Livingston defence. You know, if Ross County score, it will be limbs. Fucking hell, I'll be dancing. Granted, I'd need to hold out for Cardiff and Rafe Rovers as well to keep in the lead. Oh, come on, man. Surely John Hughes wants to win the game more than Tommy Wright. Well, come on, looking a bit of rot, they need a result. No, serious, Jeb, they're going down. I think they won quite emphatically the last game before the split, but they haven't been great. 10 minutes to go though. Celtic 5, Livingston 0 still. I love Griffiths, but he has to go. He deserves to be starting regularly for me. Maybe Aberdeen could be the right move for him, says Ross. He deserves to be starting regularly for somebody that isn't Celtic. I've always been hit and miss with Griff. I loved him. Then I thought he was done. Then I liked him again. Then I thought he was done. Then I liked him again. Then I thought he was done. Then I liked him again. Then I thought he was done. He's wasted too many chances. He needs to go. If he wants first team football, he's not getting at Celtic in my eyes. And I don't even think he should be getting chances off the bench ahead of the likes of Kamara and Ayeti. Of course, Ayeti came on before him today, but he just looks finished. I wish him all the best. I'll give out my 118 man of the match as we get to the end. I think the man of the match for me is pretty certain, but we'll see how the last few minutes go. I think it's pretty dead on. I think it's between 2 players especially for me. It's between 2 players especially. As we enter the last 10 minutes here. Ross County last minute, that'd be handy. I think he has actually done it. He's done it for Celtic anyway, Sarah. He's done for Celtic. Done for Celtic. I think if he goes to Aberdeen, he can start and he'll score. He will, because he's a natural goal scorer. We all know that. But he's not shown it in so long, and for that reason, that's why he has to leave Celtic. Mate, is Celtic Scottish or Irish in your opinion? They're Scottish. It's a Scottish club with a big Irish fan base. It's a club that was founded in Scotland that plays in the Scottish Premiership. It's a Scottish club. Not denying that we have big Irish ties, and I embrace that. A lot of the fans have Irish ancestors, a bit like myself, but that's a daft conversation to have, isn't it? Club open to all. That's what they say, isn't it? It's pretty straightforward. It's a Scottish club with a heavily Irish base to it, you know? I mean, we're here to talk about football. Opinion on next season's objectives, says Sarah. That's a good question, actually. Because I think for every say, oh, it's a good ball there. McGregor, you've got to deal with that a bit quicker. Free kick Celtic, don't have to worry too much. It's a very interesting question in the objectives for next season, because I think a lot of fans will have a different one. A lot of fans were saying, right, we need to go back and we need to go and win the league again. We need to bring it back, and I think that is, of course, we want us to. I'll get the camera. Do not worry about that. I'll get that. We all want us to win the league back again straight away as soon as we can. But we need to understand there is a massive rebuild in our hands here, and we need to understand Eddie Howe will need time. I am willing to be patient as long as the signs are there, as long as we are progressing and not regressing. I would love us to win the league, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're not going to or we shouldn't be aiming to. Of course we should. We're Celtic. We want to win the league. We should be winning the league. But there's going to be a massive rebuild on our hands that we need to be patient with, and fans need to understand that. Eddie Howe, for as much as I've raved about him, for as much as I think he's a fantastic manager, isn't going to wave a magic wand and make everything okay. He's not going to go, right, that's us, we're champions again. What he can do, though, is he can set everything in place to get us back to being domestic champions, competing for trebles, and getting into the Champions League. But it takes time. He's the best man for the job. I'm almost confident he'll deliver us back to a level that Rodgers had us at. But we've certainly got to be patient about it. Craig, don't you start. I see you in that chat, Craig. I'll start Juventus slander if I need to. I'll start Juventus slander. What's the fucking score? Oh, don't tell me Arbroath have just scored. Oh, fuck off. That's what Coupon done now. Arbroath have just scored. There's not even a point. I had Rafe on and it's 2-2 in that game now. Fuck off. You've got to be joking. Coupon's beat. We'll just leave the Coupon now. 7 minutes left on the clock. Very happy with the performance so far today. Yes, we've kind of slowed down the last 15 minutes or so, but you kind of expect that when you're 5-0 up in a game. 320 viewers at the minutes. Thank you very much, lads, for tuning in if you have today, and thank you for the support so far. We're still going to go, don't worry, we're not quite done yet. We've still got a bit to go in this live watch along. Hopefully another goal to celebrate. It would be nice to end off with a sixth, and what has been easily, I think we can all agree, our best performance of the season. Really good today. And these watch-alongs are becoming something that I feel like I should be doing a lot more often, in regards to how we've played in the both of them and the results we've got. 3-0 in the first one against Falkirk, and now currently up 5-0 against Livingston. Sarah, my man of the match will be given out at the 89th minute. I always keep it to the end. I don't like it when they announce man of the matches with like 10 minutes to go, because for all you know, something mad could happen. So I like leaving it to the last minute. It's between two players for me. Rogic. Timed that all wrong, Tam. Timed that all wrong. Good squad and a good management, a good run in Europa after the season 2. That's what I'm hoping for. Round to 10, here we go. Here we come. I mean, I think those days are gone, sadly. Yeah, Sarah, yeah, timer. I tried to get it. So, you need to download an extension for the timer to work, and I just completely forgot about doing it until like 5 minutes before I was due on the air. So I went to go and add the timer on before I went on the air, and it was too complicated to get done in the space of like 3 minutes. I was like, fuck it, I'll just need to leave it today. So for the next watch along, which will be the Aberdeen game, there should be a timer. We'll be in different class today, but I think this is, yeah, CJ, of course, yeah, we're back, boys, we're back. Because that's what we're saying, we're back. We're back. Just very good performance. Of course, that's the thing, as soon as you play well, lads, this is the Celtic. Of course, as soon as you play well, you're not allowed to celebrate it. It's been shite all season. As soon as you play well, you're not allowed to celebrate it. You know what I mean? Just not allowed. We've been very good today. I think we should be very happy with the performance. Of course, it's been a bit over. We'll be waiting a bit too long for it. It's overdue. If we performed like this all season, who knows what would have been saying, but swings, roundabouts, if buts and maybes, if there were candies and nuts, blah blah blah, all that part. I do use Streamlabs, yes, I do. Thank you very much, Connor, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you as well, Kev. I really much appreciate that too. No blunders in defence, exactly, Jim. I think one situation today that I can remember the defence being slightly dodgy, and it was from a Livingston corner. The ball kind of went over everyone, but you can slightly excuse it. I think someone was kind of fouled on the build-up. I think it might have been Scott Brown. And the ball kind of went over everybody, and it was a bit dodgy. Apart from that, nothing at all in the defence to suggest blunder today, which is great. And we need to keep that. We need to keep that in place from now till the end of the season. For as far as we can go now from the end of the season. I suppose, of course, the Scottish Cup is on the line. We could win that in terms of the league. We still need to do it though. We need to start building into next season. The fact that we're getting these performances 34 games into the season is saddening. It's annoying. Let's be honest about it. It's that's poor. That's poor from Livingston. Christie's on goal. Don't put it at the bar, you clown. Yes, come on, son. We're waiting on that. 6-0 Celtic. An error from Livingston that Ryan Christie capitalises on. He's been taking so much stick as of recent. But I'm telling you, there is a player in there. We all know it. Celtic 6, Livingston 0. This is the stuff that you love to see. What a performance today. Brilliant. 87 minutes played. Celtic 6, Livingston 0. Thank you, CJ. And that's fantastic. You've got to love it. You've got to love that. I thought, you see Christie take advantage of that situation, you think to yourself, oh Christ, here we go, he's going to bullet it over the bar. But he doesn't. He does really well there, Ryan Christie. He does really, really well. Celtic 6, Livingston 0. This doesn't feel right. It almost feels like it's, out of the question for Celtic. It almost feels like it shouldn't be in the realm of possibility with the way this season has went. So I'm just delighted. I'm just delighted knowing that we've done this today and seeing this performance. If you listen closely, you can hear Bean screaming with joy. I know. This is just... I feel like I've died and went to heaven. There's my tweet. There's the tweet. This is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's just go with Dunfermline, by the way. I want to know if David's coming home happy or raging tonight. Would be ideal to know. So I don't know if he's in a mood to talk to him. One each. Christ. They're going to drop points again. David will be absolutely fuming. Yeah, I think my Cootam's almost certainly beat you up. 2 draws on it. Bastard. The Grand National, hopefully we'll get some success there. So Grand National's not that long away. 88 minutes played. How are we thinking in the chat? What are we thinking in the chat? What a team today. The team that started today has to be the team that starts next week. We'll do 3 things we learned after the game. Don't worry. I'll be ending this stream and I'll be starting another stream so that it's a video that people can click on if they want to hear my opinions. You know what I mean? So I can end this and go, right, 10 minute stream for people who want to come on and just watch my post-match opinion. We'll get that after the game. We're nearly at stoppage time here. What a performance from Celtic. 6-0. 6-0. Honestly, I feel like I've died and went to heaven. I can't believe it. Thoughts on Kenny today? I think he's been fine. There's not been a bad performance in the park for me. I think at the start of the game, Kenny took a bit of time to get into it. There was a couple of poor passes in there. It looked a little bit naive. But as the game went on and he grew into it, he's looked a lot better. And he's been fine. And of course, my man of the match today, the Ryan118 man of the match, has got to go to Mohamed El Yunusi. There we go. There is my man of the match. Mohamed El Yunusi has to get it. 2 fantastic goals from... Oh, Christ. There's Kenny. Just talking about Kenny. Was that him? Don't know if that was him. I think it was. Christ. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, El Yunusi, brilliant at left-hand side. But absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. 2 minutes added on as well. No worries. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Good crack is what we want here, Blast some R. Kelly and enjoy the rest of the day. That's a good suggestion. Never thought of that. Proof that Kennedy should get the job, says Chris. Well, certainly will give the advocates of Kennedy getting the job something to shout about. But absolutely tremendous. Gotta love this. Where has this been all season? Where has this been? We needed Forest. We needed Forest. I get more cigars ordered for Eddie in my comments. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm just buzzing. I don't know why, because it's been such a shit season and this means nothing. But especially before next week, this performance was needed. A 6-0 win. Duffy. You know what? I'm usually bothered about seeing Duffy, but there he is. Big Shane. Done a good job on the bench today, big man. Put your mask up. There you go. Brilliant. 6-0. Oh, outstanding. I'm chuffed. I'm absolutely chuffed. I just feel happy watching football. That's what I've not had from Celtic this season. I've not felt happy watching Celtic this season. That performance here makes me happy. Not to get carried away, because next week we'll end up getting beaten. I'll be fucking annoyed again. But, tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. 30 seconds left on the clock as we roll up for full time here in what has been a liquid, complete performance from Celtic. And in the first half as well, I didn't even think we were that good. You know, I thought we were good, but I didn't think we were extraordinary. I didn't think we were amazing. But the second half, like last week, oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Helps the goal difference out, obviously. Corner for Livingston at the end of the game. Don't give away a goal now. Keep the clean sheet, lads. I'd be saddened. Sorrow, humph that up the park. Full time. Celtic 6, Livingston 0. Absolutely tremendous. Brilliant scenes. Absolute scenes, lads. Ah, I'm so happy. Full time. Full time. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. What else is there to be said? Apart from, it's just everything you want to see. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, we end one stream and we'll head into another as Celtic win 6-0, lads. Thank you to everyone. Don't worry, we're not going to waste. Stay right where you are. I'll be back live in literally a moment. Keep an eye on the channel. We'll be doing the 3 things we learned. The reason I'm going to start it in a different stream is so that people can go back and watch that later on and get my input in the game without having to watch a full watch-along stream. But everybody who has been here for the watch-along today, thank you. I've enjoyed that a lot. Thank you to everybody who's liked, who's subscribed, who's donated today. It is much appreciated as Celtic beat Livingston 6-0. What a performance. And right at the end of the stream, Pixie Vlogs with a $2 donation. A right good pumping. Feels good. It does. Right. Stay where you are. Keep an eye out on the channel. We'll be back live in a moment with the match review and the 3 things that we've learned.